Yes, boss. 444 the world back in here again, man. You see the topic, right? And shout outs to Michael, because Michael wrote me on my last video and he asked me if it's possible if I could do a video about family members who are toxic, fake, jealous. And that's no problem. I'll go ahead and I'll knock that out right now. You feel me? So here's the deal, right? One thing in life you have to remember is that family, whether mother, father, uncle, brother, sister, that's your family, right? Cool. Understand what family is. Family is a what? It's a title, dog. And if you don't know what title means, I'll just break it down to you based on Google. Make it real easy and simple, right? A name that describes someone's position or job. So, example, you can have a mother who doesn't act like a mother. You can have a brother who doesn't act like a brother. You get what I'm saying? The only thing they're writing off is what? The title that, oh, I'm related to you, we're family. That's not necessarily true. And I'm going to prove that to you. You ever heard the saying before that strangers will treat you better than people that you know? That's true. And I'm a witness of that. You feel me? Sometimes support, love, respect, kindness, sometimes it doesn't come from internal, like inside your own home, or it could come from the outside, from different people that you meet. You'll have people that you meet in life that treat you better than the people that you grew up with or people that's around you. And you have to understand this. We're all people. Sometimes people coming from different walks of life, we can see and understand from people a little bit more compared to people that we have internal, like family members and friends. Because why? Those people feel like, oh, I knew you, or I know you, I grew up with you, or I'm better than you. You have to understand this, right? Family is dangerous, dog. Especially labeling certain people, oh, you're my family, you're this, that, and the third. You have to understand this, bro. Sometimes people get comfortable with the title, oh, you're my brother, you're supposed to do this for me. No, that's not necessarily true. If you don't come off like a brother, or you don't move like a brother, you move more like an outsider, then you can never really use that title. Family is dangerous because of the main thing like this, right? The only people who will really have the ability to want to like drown you or down you or finito you like that are people who are close to you. Family is what? They're close to you. These people grew up with you. They seen you from when you were small or when you never had anything. This is why you have to be very careful. And not only that, you have to understand this as well. Family can be very dangerous in the aspect of, oh, I seen you rise. I seen you when you were nothing. Now you act like you're somebody more. You need to understand this, that family will be the first to pop the hell out of your balloons, bro, in life, dog. You get what I'm saying? And the reason being is because them knowing you, they see where you're going. If somebody had a first-hand stint in seeing you in life or seeing your progression or where you can go, family and friends have the ability of seeing that first, dog. Instead of them watering that, a lot of them like to piss on that, kick you while you're down, because that means that that's one person who's going to leave us behind. And when you weather the storm and you make it to where you need to be, that's when they pull this little BS card of, oh, I knew you can make it. I knew this, that, and the third. That's all BS, bro. Understand law, bro. The people who can harm you, hurt you like that, are people who have to what? They know you like that. That's family and friends. Just because the person says, yo, I'm your mother, doesn't mean they behave like a mother. So I'm going to give you an example. Look at me. Me and my mother, everybody knows this by now if you watch me. Me and my mother, we do not have the best of relationship. You feel me? Yes, that's my mother. But at the end of the day, as a child, my mom used to play little games with me. After my father passed away, that's when I seen my mom's real colors. You feel me? I forgive her now. But at the same time, I had to understand this. Growing up, my mom was more like a ruler. I'm going to be real with you. Both hands to the sky. I used to try my mom in a different kind of way. Like I used to give my mom nicknames and shit. I used to call my mom Castro. I used to call my mom all type of anything along the form of dictatorship or a ruler or somebody who takes away your power. I call my mom those names. Castro. I call my mom everything in the book, bro. And my mom would laugh at this shit. But she's not realizing that it's a reason why I call her these names, bro. Because you move like a dictator. I'm not saying a parent is supposed to be a friend. That's not the job of a parent. A parent's job is supposed to love you, protect you, guide you, show you the way. When you get older, maybe we could be like friends in a way. But at the same time, for right now, I'm your what? I'm your parent. My mom would act like I was something to be ruled, controlled, dominated. My mom used to terrorize me as a kid. You get what I'm saying? And what my mom never realizes, since I was young, I told myself, the minute I could get away from you, I'm going to take that shit. You feel me? My mom just never knew that, though. You feel me? Because why? The way how she'll terrorize me. It's like you don't really speak life into me. You put me down. I contemplate suicide, but you don't really know this. This is family. Sometimes you have to understand, when family treats you negative, they talk down on you, piss on your dreams or whatever, it's because somebody did that to them. So that's just projection. You feel me? So I had to understand, yes, me being around my mom is not going to get me far. But this is something you need to understand as well, right? And I'm going to break it down real swift, real suave, real smooth for you, bro. The longer you hang around people that are miserable, toxic, not good for you, not supportive, is the longer you, or the more of a chance that you have of becoming like that. It's like the saying, misery loves company. That's why what you would need to do is avoid these people. And I'm going to break it down for you real swift in like stages. So I'm going to give you an example based on me, right? Me and my mom been going back and forth since I was like a kid. You feel me? But I noticed that there were little ways that I could, or little outlets that I could use, that I could finesse and get away from my mom. And I'm going to tell you like this before I tell you this, dog. Do not use little things that I tell you for evil and be like, hey, you know, I learned it from a guy on YouTube, 444 the world. No, that's not what this is about. I'll teach you stuff, but you cannot use it for badness. You get what I'm saying? So example, plenty of times I would avoid my mom or want to avoid my mom. I needed an outlet. You get what I'm saying? So I'd finesse. When I was in high school, I had a car. What I would do is I would tell my mom, listen, mom, I'm about to go to the library. Yes, I'm going to the library for real. But I would use it as an excuse to get away from my mom. You feel me? So God forbid, let's say you want to do the pop-up shop. I'm at the library. My mom never did stuff like that. She never really had the ability or time to. But what I'm saying is I'd use that as an excuse and I'd get away from my mom. That's extra hours away from her. On top of the fact that I'm already at school for like 7-8 hours, bro. Me getting extra time away from you, that's even better. So by the time I come home, I could just shower, we do little speak-ins, and then guess what? I'm in my bed because tomorrow, even though I don't want to go to school, I'm starting to see the positivity. I could get away from you, right? Here's another thing. When you get older, let's say like on a college stage or whatever, you have to use little tools or little things around you to get away from toxic family members. That's how you give yourself a shot. You feel me? So if you know you playing basketball or football, take my foolish advice. If you get a scholarship, take it and go. You get what I'm saying? You leaving your hometown or going elsewhere, that's only gonna boss you up and toughen you up for when you get older in life. You get what I'm saying? I had scholarships in high school from when I played baseball. I walked out on every last one of them. And I got these playing preseason. You feel me? I don't know what it was, but I seen people on the team who never really came to practice, or they got an offer from this school. Like, how the hell you get an offer? Like, hey, I might consider sticking with this thing. I could get me some more offers. I got me some decent offers, but majority of my offers came from like some schools in like the northern region where I got to deal with cold, and I'm Jamaican. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, though. I'm not gonna do that. You feel me? So that was my fault. But the more that you can avoid being around family, take those opportunities. If you play football, if you play basketball, listen what I'm telling you. Even if you didn't go get a scholarship, go play JUCO. If you really love what you play like that, you could go to a school playing JUCO. You could mess around and land scholarships and go elsewhere and get a free ride to another school. All in aspirations to get away from your family and people who don't mean you well. The more you spend time away from people who do not value you, you'll see the difference in other families or other friends or how they move with their family. It's going to expand your mindset, and it's going to show you that you're just in like literally like a prison, a cage, which is your family. You feel me? Which it shouldn't have to be that way. You have to understand as well, the people that could hurt you are the people who know you like that. Pay attention to movies that I broke down, like Juice, Paid in Full. People who are gonna harm you like that, they have the confidence to do it because they know you like that. That's where family comes into play. Family can stifle you, drown you, make you miss out on opportunities, all out of jealousy. And what you have to understand is, it's not your job to fix these people. Sometimes family members can end up projecting onto you and making you feel like how they were when they were younger, because somebody probably pissed on their dream or stopped them from going where they were going. Doesn't mean that you take that same route. But all in all, what I'm telling you is this: family is just a title, bro. You don't have to be around them. Another example, let's say you're in adulthood and you're around family members like sisters, brothers. They undermine you. They don't respect your opinion. They don't respect your boundaries. They're just showing you that they don't have any respect for you at all, even if you're somebody who's worthy of respect. This is some shit I used to go through when I was a kid. So it's like, let's say somebody takes something from me and I take something back from them. It's gonna be on a no, I'm gonna muscle you. This is the way it's supposed to be. That's why I said, like, I start to see the way I grew up. I'm not blaming, you know, who I was around and shit, but it's like I seen that people have learned like some dirty ass tricks and some dirty ass behaviors. That's why I went AWOL on my family. And I'm gonna tell you something right now, because I've been holding this shit. When I told you guys, yo, I'm going through family shit, my mother is in the hospital, dog. My mom has been in the hospital now for like damn near almost 3 months, bro. My mom literally could have died a few months ago, bro. You get what I'm saying? She was in intensive care. The hospital she was at, they didn't really care for her and shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? She's out of ICU now. She's in rehab, which is great. I'm thankful for that. You feel me? But this is the part I want you to understand, bro. When family members mistreat you, they do these things. One of the biggest things I've learned is they're looking at the moment, the for the moment picture. Oh, I could try you right now, or I could disrespect you, or you need me. Let me tell you something. Sometimes people don't look at the bigger picture and the around the corner picture. When I look at my mom now, I know my mom was excited to see me in the hospital, because mind you, if you listen to my videos, I haven't seen my mom for like 4 years, bro. I seen my mom for the first time in the hospital, and that shit will do something to you. Seeing your mom or your parent or somebody you grew up with, or y'all not really on the best of terms, with tubes up their nose and this, that, and the third, looking helpless, it will do something to you. So I forgave my mother in a serious way. But that's something where she never looked at that on the other side of the game. What happens if tomorrow you're bedridden or you cannot leave, bro? My mom's been in the hospital for 3 months, dog. If you look at her, she looks out of it like she doesn't even care. You feel me? Like, once she leaves the hospital, she can't go back to working. You're gonna be reliant on your kids now. How did you treat your kids? How did you treat me? I'm not gonna be around 100%. I'm gonna try my hardest. That's something that's hard to do, bro. Knowing that somebody fucked you over and nearly could have caused your demise in life, dog, and you see them on a weekend, you could easily destroy these people, but I'd advise you, do not do that, dog. Because there's gonna come a time it could happen to you. You would need some assistance. This is why people need to understand mindfulness, dog. Be careful how you treat people. I tell people this shit all the time, dog. I look at my mom, I could be grimy as fuck and not go see my mom. I sometimes go see my mom 2, 3, 4 times a week while she's in the hospital before I shoot to work. I literally be looking at it sometimes like, bro, I could have been an asshole to you, bro. I never had to come see you. But I tell my mom I love her. You're gonna get out here. I speak positive words over her. But at the same time, you can look at her and tell she knows that she fucked up in a lot of ways, bro. My sister I don't even speak to told me out her mouth, your mother said she really missed you, bro. But it's her behavior that caused that shit. And I'm telling you right now, being in a toxic family environment, you're not obligated to be there, dog. You can pick up and go. You just have to find the strength to do it. You have to understand, do you deserve being treated this way? Are you being respected here? Are you being tolerated here, or are you being accepted here? What is it? You have to gauge the temperature. You got to learn how to read the room. If people don't really fuck with you like that, that's a green light, free pass indication, get the hell out of here. I'm kind of glad, low-key, this may sound weird, I'm kind of glad my family did what they did to me, because it shows I'm not obligated to you. Based on what you did to me, I could do certain things out of the kindness of my heart, yeah? But I'm not gonna do that. You showed me your hand. I don't have to do that. That's like a get out of jail free card. I could spend my time being at the hospital hours and hours being a good son. What the fuck did my mom do for me when I was a kid? You didn't really care about me, dog. I don't have to be there. I still put forth effort and go there, but I'm showing you something. You have power, bro. Being around toxic family members is not the end all be all, bro, and you don't have to be there. The reason being why a lot of these people treat you like this is because they see your greatness before you see it. And I say this all the time. We're like windows. You can't see yourself, but you'll have somebody who can see you. Just like you see somebody like, yo, that dude worked harder. This girl worked so hard. You can see that in them, but sometimes people can't see that in themselves. And sometimes people don't have somebody around them to call it to them and tell them, yo, you be going harder, bro. I respect you. Yo, I admire you, dog. Anybody who I see doing that, I'm going to let them know, bro. Because that's something that, it does something for me, dog. Sometimes people are afraid to give you your flowers because they feel like they're going to be taken from themselves when they're not. You admiring somebody or giving somebody their flowers or congratulating them is not going to cost you anything, dog. That's one of the biggest things I learned. Family, sometimes they're never going to give you your flowers. They're never going to motivate you. They're never going to really be there for you. You might have 1 and 2 people in your family, you lock in with them. But at the end of the day, you have to understand this. Family is a what? It's just a title, dog. You don't have to be there. The family that you create is more important than the family that you come from, dog. Because you have more control and power over the family that you create than the family that you come from. I'm not saying, oh, you had a choice in like a spiritual way, like, yeah, you selected your mother and your father. Like, you don't, I don't know about all of that, but I can tell you this. Once you have awareness, or you're fully aware, you have understanding now, yo, this is my mother, this is my father. You're treating me wrong, you're treating me right. You have power to move about how you want to. And this is a great part as well. When people treat you a certain kind of way, especially from young, they're blessing you, dog. Because when you get older, you don't have to deal with them. You don't got to deal with people who treat you like trash or family members and none of that. You don't have to be around those people. Because why? You're just riding off of a title. And when you revoke people's title, revoke their membership, revoke their power, that's when people feel sick. Because they were riding off of power. And what did I tell you before if you watch me? Power is something some people can't handle, so what do? They abuse it. You get what I'm saying? So understand this. Family being toxic, any way you can avoid them, avoid them. If it means you picking up an extracurricular activity, picking up an extra job or an extra shift, do it. You're going to see wonders. I'll give you another example. I remember times when I needed a new car, my old car messed up. I used to tell myself, my car is like my freedom pass. Because when I have wheels, I don't have to be here. I could just jump in my car and slide. I don't have to be here. I don't have to be in Broward. I don't got to be in Lauderhill. I could take my ass where the hell I need to go. I don't have to be around you. I could get missing. Once I learned that power, the only thing my mother could ever really tell me from that is don't come back in my house late. My mom can't tell me none of that shit. I push the keys for my own car. I push the keys to my own crib. Nobody can tell me that. That's one of the greatest things about knowing your power and understanding your positions. You don't have to be around family. You have power to do a lot of things. You can create your own happiness. You can create your own family. You can create your own whatever. But you have to understand that family is just a title, dog. If people want to be toxic to you, just chalk it up. You're showing me how to treat you later on in life. I could treat my mom like crap, but I wouldn't do it. I don't have the heart space for that. But what I'm telling you is, if family member, whatever, they treat you a certain way, just take it that they're sending you a message that this is how I want to be treated. Even though that's not what you're supposed to do, just know that People see stuff, they see stuff like this. Example, let's say somebody owes you money, dog. They know they owe you money. Let's say they owe you 500, 400. They know they owe you money. You hit them up on some, oh, this, that, and the third. Oh, bro, I'm busy. I don't got it right now. But you see them living high lives and taking trips. Them people scroll through their stories. Oh, damn, I owe him like $400. Yo, you ain't gonna pay me my money? People see things that they do. They think that they smarter than you, dog. This is where you get power and leverage. You don't have to be around people, especially people who tried you, dog. I used to get tried a lot when I was younger, bro. You want to know what the sweetest part about that is now? I know people who tried me, not only just family members, friends, who try to spy on me in every way. Oh, how are you doing? Nigga, I don't reach out to you. I don't write you, dog. I keep it to the bare minimum. People know what they did to you, dog. Sometimes people will act oblivious. Family members, mother, father, uncle. They know what they're doing to you is screwed up. But the only time it's going to hit them is when reality sets in that, yo, they screwed up. You don't have to be around them. You tried your hardest, or yo, you never treated them like crap and you treated me like this, bro, I'm out of here. Once you go cold turkey AWOL, like on some AWOL, bye, you're not seeing me next week, next year, year after, 3 years. Some people have this expectation in their mind, especially family, you will be back. You gotta show people, nigga, I don't have to be back. I got power. I have more power than you. Sometimes you gotta flex your muscle like that. That's when people will learn to be humble and respect you. And after you humble them niggas and they, oh, I respect you, you can still do away with their ass. Because you remember how they treated you. I'm that type of person, bro. I'm a Cancer, dog. If you play with my loyalty, I'm gonna show you why that was the worst mistake in your life, dog. Because I'm not gonna play with nobody like that. You have to recognize these things. Family is a title. People, they'll treat you based on how they treat you because it's either a form of projection, somebody did it to them, that's how they truly feel about you, whatever. But just understand that you're not obligated to do things. If you're young and you have to withstand a mother or father or whatever, that's while you're young. When you get older, you can change that dynamic. You get what I'm saying? With that being said, remember this. Words can help you, they can hurt you. But here on my channel, I going to uplift you because everybody's a champion. Nobody's a loser, man. It's your boy 444. Just remember this. Family is just the title, dog. Your mother, your father, it does not matter. That falls under family. If they want to violate and disrespect you, you don't got to say nothing. You could just add that up on the top, on the board, on the scoreboard. You disrespecting me here, you disrespect. Just hold it. And then when that time comes, you can just move accordingly. And then that's when they'll understand that what they did was screwed up. You feel me? Especially if they're family members that are relying on you. With that being said, it's your boy 444 the world, man. Peace.